Welcome to Digitech Guide. My name is Toby and I'll be taking you through Autobuzz AI. As you can see, this is the sales page of Autobuzz AI, and Autobuzz AI is the $27 AI tool that promises to replace a $2,500 social media manager by posting, commenting, and growing your audience while you sleep. It doesn't necessarily need to be while you sleep, but in this case, while you sleep, it's going to be doing this for you. You only need to save your posts, decide where you want those posts to go to, and that is that. So let's take a look at the quick intro for Autobuzz AI before we fully test it out.
It doesn't matter if you have a business to grow or if you're starting from scratch without even a social media account. Autobuzz will help you engage, grow, and generate job-replacing income overnight. And if it doesn't, we'll pay you just for trying it out. I'll explain exactly how that works after I remind you why social media is your way out of the rat race and into a six-figure income working significantly fewer hours per day. We've recently partnered with Simon Harries, and if you don't know who that is, he's a longtime marketer and digital traffic expert who has created multiple industry-leading AI marketing tools that have generated millions for ordinary people and ambitious entrepreneurs alike. With his help, our goal is to make online business income accessible to everyone. And that means you. Because if you're on this page, chances are you've been watching your bills rise and your paychecks stay the same. Sweating over the cost of groceries every time you shop. Feeling like you're going to have a nervous breakdown every time you look at your next energy bill. You know something has to change. And unfortunately, it won't be inflation, recession, or the economy anytime soon. What you need to change is how much income you earn. Before you rush out to Indeed.com, thinking the only way to get through this is to add a second job to your life. Remember, that's the exact opposite of what you should do. Adding more working hours and stress with less time to enjoy your life is unacceptable. And I know you know that. Not to get too philosophical, but you only have one life to live. Once that day is over, it's done. So do you want to spend each and every day working 40+ hours a week so somebody else can make money off your hard work? Let's flip the script and have something else work for you. I know you've probably been bombarded online by so many different avenues for side hustles and passive income. But the incredible thing about social media is that it works for everything. E-commerce, affiliate marketing, influencers and content creators, small businesses, coaches and consultants, nonprofit organizations. The list goes on and on. And even if you're not there yet, Autobuzz makes it so simple to go from 0 to thousands of followers practically overnight. If you don't believe me, take a look at some of these real results. And they all managed to pull this off simply by commenting on other viral content. But now we've created another problem, right? Now all we're doing is trading your time at your job for time online, and that wasn't the goal. The goal is to get you to freedom so you can spend your time doing whatever it is you want to do. Being with your family, your loved ones, going out with your friends, enjoying your hobbies, pursuing your passions, not sitting in front of a screen all day. So here's the key that will bring all this together. Automation. It's essentially like having a second you, like a clone that sits at your desk 24/7, being you, commenting like you, sounding like you, attracting your audience without you actually having to be there. It's a near effortless path to success. And Autobuzz works with any platform: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. It can even comment on news articles, blogs, and reply to emails for you. And we're really only just scratching the surface of its capabilities. Imagine this. You wake up with an extra 10,000 followers. They're all now viewing your content, buying your products, clicking on your affiliate links, and your bank account is filling up. You can comfortably and confidently tell your boss you quit. I know this sounds like a dream every 9-to-5er has, but this is very, very real. Here's how Autobuzz works. Set up your brand voice. Choose from any style you want. friendly, controversial. It'll even pick up on very subtle nuances in your tone and brand personality. It's literally like making your own digital fingerprint. You can copy and paste. Then, choose your platforms and relevant profiles. Select what social media platforms you want Autobuzz to comment on, like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Then select which specific profiles or types of viral content you want Autobuzz to comment on. The best choice here is to comment on already viral and relevant profiles to your industry. Sit back and relax. Autobuzz automatically gets to work using advanced AI algorithms to find the top trending posts and comment on them in your exact voice and brand. This gives you instant visibility and maintains your online presence without any manual effort. You can then easily track your progress, optimize, and scale. And the best part to all of this? No previous experience is needed. No advanced digital marketing training is required. No long nights and tedious flipping through other people's profiles. It will grow your socials on autopilot, driving endless traffic to your offers so you can monetize your following while saving yourself time and energy. Here's the thing that's really going to blow you away. Normally, you can get this automation capable of generating thousands of dollars per month for only $197 per month. But on this page only, we're knocking off $170, and we're going one step further. We're not only bringing the price down to $27 per month, we're bringing it down to $27, period. That's it. You pay $27 one time, and you will unlock the entire Autobuzz system for life. This means you will get up to 100 comments per month to engage with posts, attract new followers, and generate traffic to your offer 24/7. You're basically buying a personal assistant for just $27. And that's not even a repeat payment you have to pay month after month like a salary. It's just one payment of $27. You might be wondering, if the system is so good, why are we practically giving it away? The fact is, this is a new AI system. We want it to get out there. We want people to use it and find success. So we decided to offer it at a low introductory price so it becomes more obtainable for everybody who wants it. You can even use this on your personal account to stay in touch with all your friends and keep those connections alive without putting daily effort and energy into it. And don't let the fact that it's new scare you off. Just to prove to you how much we believe in Autobuzz, we're throwing in a double guarantee. This is your ultimate peace of mind that will cover all your bases. Guarantee number 1, you get Autobuzz today. And if within 14 days you don't like it for whatever reason, you don't even need to tell us why. You will get a full refund of all $27. And for extra reassurance, guarantee number 2, if you use the software for a full 60 days you work with our support team, and you're still not seeing results, we will double your money back. That's right. You get $54 back just for giving us a try and working with us to improve your life and your income.
Wow.
Why are we offering this incredible double guarantee? Because we know hardly anyone will take us up on this refund. Once they get in there and see how simple, streamlined, and efficient Autobuzz is, they'll realize that the income they're generating from Autobuzz is significantly greater than $54. I know that might sound a little bit cocky, but having worked directly with Autobuzz, I'm seeing what this system is capable of, and it's truly incredible. So yeah, our whole team is that confident. If you're finally ready to ditch your 9-to-5 and start automating your online income, hit the button below. Grab the Autobuzz system for only a one-time payment of $27 and unlock a lifetime of success and financial freedom.
Wow. That is really insightful. I wanted us to take our time to really look at what Autobuzz offers so that when we test it out, we can see if it meets all our expectations, if it meets any of our expectations. Welcome to the live. The purpose of this live is to see exactly what Autobuzz offers, and definitely if you would like to try it out already, there's a link to Autobuzz in the description of this video. If you have any question as we go along, you can ask. We have people looking at the comment section and we can see your questions as they come in. You can say hi, you can let us know that you're here, and definitely we'll see how we can answer your questions. We'll see how we can address any concerns that you might have on the call. So just take note that as long as this is a live call, there are things that we can we have no control over, but definitely we're showing Autobuzz in its full capacity. So this is more or less the dashboard, and on the dashboard you can see all the comments that you've made over time. So we just started testing it out, so you can see we've only made one comment for now on today's date. Then on the dashboard you can see the brand voices you could have. You can sort by different brand voices and more. But before we go even deep into it, I would like to take a look on if I was using Autobuzz for the first time. I will go to the Getting Started panel. And on the Getting Started panel, there are multiple steps, and it's advisable that you go through each of them because this will help you to take full advantage of Autobuzz. So the welcome video, similar to the video that we just watched, gives a little insight into Autobuzz, tells you what is where and things like that, made by the creator himself. So we don't need to go into this. Then you have the step 2, which is create a brand voice. This is important. On the dashboard, I showed you a brand voice, and now it is important that you create a brand voice here. So we can go ahead. Let's view the guide which explains how to create a brand voice, but I'll be doing that live on the call. So we create a brand voice, we come back to the dashboard, click on the plus. Now when creating a brand voice, we're creating the name of the person or the name of your brand. This doesn't necessarily affect where you are using it, but it helps you as the user to know what channel you're using it on. So I could have different brand voices of different names for different personalities, so that I will know what type of personality I want to have on a different social media panel or social media platform. So let's call our brand Daniel. And now with Daniel, we pick our tone. So let's say Daniel is a professional and a humorous person that is also friendly. Move on. And now we pick Daniel's core values. So all of this will be instrumental when we are using Autobuzz, whether it is auto commenting on other platforms. So let's say these are his core values, or Daniel's core values. Now, a business overview. So this is the overview of what our business is about. So even if it's a brand, the brand is for a business. So what is the business overview in this case? What is the business overview in this case? So we take a look and we give a little more insight. Let's say we are a food delivery business. Let's say we started in 2023. Delivers to all states in the US. Should I say USA? All states in the US. Then we pick our target audience. So any comment that we make is with this target audience in mind. So let's say young professionals. So we're creating a new brand voice. If you just joined us, we're creating a new brand voice on Autobuzz AI, a very useful tool that says that it can help you to improve your social media presence while you take a rest. So young professionals looking to order food from home. Okay, so we move forward. And now, what's the primary goal of our comments? So what's the main goal of your social media comments? Do you want engagement? Do you want to answer people's queries? Do you want to promote people's content? Or even your own content under people's content in people's comment section? So what is the primary goal of your comment? This will help Autobuzz AI to really build your character online. So let's say that we want to let's just use engage users. Then our preferred length. Do we want it to be very short, lengthy, medium, however you'd want? Then move on. And now we'll get some example prompts, and Autobuzz wants us to let it know how we would respond to those example prompts. So we go ahead and fill that in. So for this first case now, So no Jim, no problem. Jim for a quick. So how would Daniel answer in this case? So something like this. Daniel would say, I just prefer the gym. So we're creating a brand voice for Daniel on Autobuzz AI. And now the next prompt that we need to respond to is looking to plan my next trip. I want to explore places off the typical tourist path. Do we have any suggestion? So in this case, I can say, try some of the small villages in the area. So let's say try it. So this is how I expect my character to respond to a question such as this, and ask local residents. All right, my apologies about the keyboard, but we'll move on. And now the next thing we need to do is to pick some of the frequently used phrases that our brand will have, that our voice will have. You can see that this is very detailed, so that it will be very difficult for someone to know that it is not you responding to comments. When someone sees that you've commented on almost every post that they come across, they wouldn't question it because it still sounds like you, it still feels like you. So this is very important. So a reminder, this is Autobuzz AI. We're doing a live demo of it. If you have any question, need any clarification, you can ask in the comment section and we'll be happy to answer you. So let's put some of our frequently used phrases. Let's say phrases like good, should separate them by a comma, then awesome, happy, great. So these are things that if we know we use it a lot, we would include it there. Then avoided phrases, let's just say bad. You don't necessarily have to be negative words. It could just be words that it would be difficult for you to use. It doesn't always have to be negative words. So something that people would not expect you to say. So now that we're done creating our brand voice, we click on submit. And now we have our brand voice. So a reminder that Autobuzz AI, a link to it if you want to test it out, if you want to try it out, it's in the description of this video. So now we have our brand voice, we have Daniel and we have Philip. So we'll go back to our getting started panel. And the next thing that we're being asked to do is to install the Autobuzz Chrome extension. So if we want to do that, so we click on the Chrome extension, and we can see that I am using Edge, but if you're using Chrome, it's still the same thing. So in the case of Edge, I just need to click on the button, but here I've already installed it. So if I remove it, I'll have to install it again and log in again. But in this case, I already have it, so we'll go back. But once you've added it, the extension will come up here, and you can log in and use your password and your email address to be able to access it. Then the next thing is to connect with your API. So this is important. If you want to use your own API, your own AI provider, say you have Meta AI or OpenAI API, you can use it here. So you set up your API key, use the Autobot. You can either use the Autobuzz or use any of these three. So we're not using any of them for now. You can go ahead with the Autobuzz own. Okay. Then the step 5 is to create a custom comment type to change the purpose of your comment. So we've done this already. So you can see we have multiple custom comment types. And if we want, we can create a new one, a new comment type. But in this case, we don't need to keep it. So we move forward. This is our comment type. This is the prompt. We can close this. let's go back to getting started. So now we're also being asked to create an action. So this is an action that will happen based on your target post. So let's go to it. If you wanted to extract information from that post, if you want to summarize information from the post, or you simply want to comment on that post, those are different types of actions that can be taken. You can add a new action. When you put your action, let's say in a post, we want to contribute. Then let's take a look at other action types. So you can see the action type for summarize is make a summary of all content within the post. So we have a better idea of what we want to put as our prompt. So our prompt could be make an accurate contribution to the content of the post. So we'll add that, and now we've added contribute to our action type. So these other three were provided by Autobuzz AI. So if you want to test it out on your own, a link to Autobuzz AI is in the description of this video. If you have any question, you can let us know and we would answer you on the call. So let's move on. On getting started now, we've created our action. We have information about brand voices. Let's take a look at the saved profiles category. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Then we're supposed to set up auto comment. So we're going to move on from here and go back to our own testing, our own process. So now that we've taken a look at the dashboard, we've opened our actions a bit. We've seen information. So what this tab does is to let you know, okay, these are the actions that have been taken at a point when you requested for it. But in this case, we haven't done that, but we're going to test it out live on the call. Then we have the comment section, so you can see the comments that you've made. You can see that we've made one comment, and we can even click on it to view that exact post. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, yes, now you can see our post here. This is our profile, so you can see our post here. Okay, so this is for, I think, Philip. Yes. So let's go back. Then we can see our favorite posts. So these are posts that we make as our favorites. You can see favorite profiles. We'll take a look on how to achieve all of this. You can see the favorite profiles that we've created. And you can see our auto comment, which is a very strong part for Autobuzz. And we'll also take a look at that. You can see our generations. And you can see this is one of our generations that we made. So let's test it out. Now that, let's go to Instagram. We already have Instagram opened here. We'll just go to the home page. And let's find a person. Okay, so now that we have, let's use iShowSpeed's page here, and we've installed the extension. You can see when we've opened the extension and we've logged in, put our email and our password, we can choose any brand voice that we want to use. Let's switch to Daniel. We can open the favorite post panel to see all the posts that we save as our favorites, but we don't need that in this case. We can see the custom reply types that we have. If you do that, it's going to take us back to Autobuzz. We can take a look at our custom actions and we can see the remaining credits that we have. This is where we set our automatic comments. But before we get into that, let's take a look at Autobuzz's feature. So if you want to save a profile, you click on save profile, but this profile has already been saved. So let's just pick another profile. Let's see. Okay, let's pick this person. So now that we have this person, we can click on save profile. And if you want to confirm if it has saved, you come back to your favorite profiles panel and you can see it has saved here with his profile picture. Okay, so let's go back. We have quite a number of tabs open. Okay, so we can see on his profile. So let's say he makes a post and we want to comment on it. So this is it. And the only thing, we can just choose what type of comment we want to make. But if you don't want to make a comment, you can click here and you can take another action. So if you want to test out what Daniel is supposed to be able to do, you can contribute. So that will load a bit. So let's just wait a bit for it to load. It looks really weird looking at a man's picture like full screen, but he's Ronaldo, come on. Okay, so now we can see our contribution is, say, the golden hour glow. Cristiano Ronaldo is looking fit and relaxed. So that could be the contribution that we want to use, and we can use it in another place. We can extract the information from this post, which will be more or less like the useful from the comment section, or information from that picture. So we can see that. Then we can move forward. If we want to comment directly on his post now, we can come here and let's pick a funny comment in this case and create. We can collapse this a bit. And you can see the comments that we have here. This post has been made up, I think, a day ago, so you might not get that much engagement, but this is why it is good to have Autobuzz AI. You can create comments without having to think too much about it, and you can go ahead and post. So we've put up our comment and we've left it there. So this is important. When you comment on big people's posts and you put insightful, useful comments, so they can be from funny to debatable, appreciating, questioning, encouraging, any of these type of comments will create traction. And that is the purpose of Autobuzz AI. That is the purpose of Autobuzz AI. So we can switch over back to Autobuzz to see all the comments that we've made. So you can see that it is here. So it helps us to keep track of the comments that we've made. I think I have made only just funny comments in this time, but it helps us to keep track of all the comments that we've made. And we can see that Autobuzz AI solves the parts of having to think and worry about how the comment should be, how the comment sounds, and what exactly we're trying to profess. We've made our person with AI, and now Autobuzz just does that for us. So as we've mentioned, a link to Autobuzz AI is in the description of this video. If you have any question, you need any clarification, you can definitely ask, and we'd love to answer you. So one of the very important parts that Autobuzz AI says it has is the auto comment feature. But before we do that, I think let's see if we can do this on YouTube. So I do not know, I think this might be a bit loud, but I'll drop the volume. So let's see if Autobuzz is active on YouTube. So let's see. Okay, it's active. So now this is okay. YouTube creators a video was posted an hour ago. So based on this, let's make a let's compliment. Let's create a comment that's a compliment. So you don't have to do this on your own all the time. The auto commenting feature will help this to save your time. So let's comment. And we're done with that. That did not really take any amount of time. We did that and we've moved on. So we can go back. So we saw that it's worked on Instagram, it's worked on YouTube, it works on Facebook, it also works on Twitter or X. So now let's test out the auto commenting feature. So the things you do: step one, you set up the voice of your brand through easy to follow guidance, select the platform that you want the advanced AI to chat on, and next you sit back and relax while Autobuzz pulls in thousands of new followers or creates comments on different platforms. So we're going to go ahead and test that out. Okay, let's go to YouTube for now. Okay, no, we haven't made any profile, saved any profile on when. Okay, when you're using Instagram, like I showed you, we can save profiles and they will be saved as one of your favorite profiles. But let's see if that also works on YouTube. No, I don't think that works on YouTube. So let's go back to Instagram and we have this picture. Close. Okay, so we can test it out. So you can see still keep track of the credits that you have. I guess you might spend a little more credits when you're using it on YouTube compared to Instagram. But let's confirm that since we're on the live call, there's nothing to hide. So this is the comments part. Okay, that we need to reload because we've added new comments to it. So reminder, if you have a question, need any clarification, we are here to answer you. So you can see our comment is here. We've made 3 comments, but we have 195 credits. So I can save this as 1, that's 2. Then we spent 3 credits on YouTube. So let's take note of that. You spend more credits on some other platforms than Instagram. So Instagram probably is the cheapest. We're not testing out other ones. Or we could try, but I'm not sure I'm signed in another platform. So let's test out the auto comments feature. So automatic comments. And now we are seeing that, okay, this is the platform that we want to test it out on is Instagram. The brand voice that we want to use is Daniel's brand voice. Now we're choosing the post source. You don't necessarily need Instagram open when you're doing this. I'm just doing it for the sake of opening it up. So you can do it from any part. So let's just open it on Instagram, still the same. So now we've done this. So now our post source, we want our post source to be taken from our favorite profiles, but we can also do from our favorite posts. And in this case, it's going to automatically comment on posts that we've saved as our favorite posts. You can save a post as your favorite post by simply clicking on the post itself, clicking on the picture, then you save posts. Saving posts is different from saving the account as a favorite. See, I've done this too, and I've saved 2 different posts as posts, so you can just go back, trying to get as much information as possible in a quick, fast amount of time. So you can see that it's already here. Just reload that a bit. You can see we already have all of these as our favorite posts. So if you go back to Instagram, okay, no, we need to open our. When you're setting up, it might take a while, but after a period of time that you get into the thick of it, you know exactly what you're doing. You can keep track. You have no issue. So let's set as our favorite post for now and see how it looks. We'll test out the favorite profiles next. We comment your reply type. So like we've seen, you can either make funny comments, supportive comments, compliment in comments. So let's keep them as complimenting. You can either choose the standard mode or the advanced mode. And we go ahead and start auto comment. So in this case, we have just a few favorite posts, but let's see how it goes. So I think that just did for about 2 of them. So it's fetching the post ID. We can see it right up here. You can see what is happening here. So waiting for comment generation. That's an awesome win for this one. I agree. You're an example for it to follow for everyone. So this is something that you can do and you can let it to go on its own. But this is for the post that we made as our favorite post. So I think we did this for only 4. But if you are if you want to do it for multiple profiles, you can do the same thing for multiple profiles. So let's just wait for the comments to complete. So as you can see, this has taken quite a while, and we are getting a post or a comment on only one post. We're not getting on multiple posts. So I just wanted time to run out. We could say that, okay, does that mean we're going to spend 120 seconds to make that amount of comment just for one video? Not necessarily. So it should be the type of thing where we can do on multiple profiles at once. So we'll also test that out. So if you have any question, you need any clarification, you can ask and we're going to answer you. We're going to answer you on the call. So we're almost done with that. Okay, so you can see this was made for only one post, or the auto comment did for only one post. So I don't think we might want to do that, spend all that time for one post. So we can go ahead and test out the other one. So let's do automatic comments once again. Let's close. And now let's switch it over to favorite profiles, the type of comment I want to do. Okay, let's keep it funny. Let's start auto comment. So as you can see, it says we'll randomly select from your favorites. We'll skip posts if you've already commented. For favorite posts, from a saved post, comments will be created starting with the oldest added. So that should, unless we missed something, let's just go back and confirm if we missed anything. So we can come here and see the generations of comments is almost the same thing. So you can see this is just one, this was one. We didn't have it for more than one. Okay, so let's go back and finish up. So we come here, automatic comments, Instagram, and post sort. We want to use favorite profile design. The CSV upload is useful if you have a CSV. So you can see the sample CSV. This will be very good, but it might take a while to compile. So let's just go back and use the favorite profiles and start auto comments and wait for the 120 seconds once more and see what happens. So we can take a look at the status to know what exactly is happening. Okay. Okay, it's Cristiano Ronaldo's profile is the first one. Okay, we've commented on some of these posts. Okay, yeah, we commented on that post. Okay, we did not comment on this post, so you can see waiting for comment generation. Okay, so it has seen that we did not comment on this post, so it is going ahead to test it out. A little delay before commenting. Okay, again, you can see the comment. It was awesome to see you pass on your amazing genes. You're in a good model for your son. Okay, I think that is a good comment, and we can also edit it. I think that is wonderful. Let's say, I think there's the term. Okay, now let's use Hala Madrid. Yeah, so I think that is a very good thing where you can still edit it. But in the case where you are not available to make that edit, you have to expect that the amount of information, the brand voice that you've built with your brand is good enough and will work out fine. So waiting for a bit over a minute, but as I said, if you have any question, need any clarification, you can ask and we'd love to answer you. So because this is a live call, we cannot speed anything up. If we're doing it similar to how we did the previous profile, the previous auto comment, we saw that after the 120 seconds, nothing else happened, but there's no need to have to change too much here. Oh, Ronaldo's son is taller than him. That's really something. That is something. 187 cm and 185, or is it the other way? Whichever one. We have 10 seconds left. So we're almost there. So we're able to edit our comments, which I think is very, very good. It's a very, very good idea. And the comment is up. Okay, and now we're moving on to another post. Are we going? Is this going to happen? Waiting for comment generation, or something is going to generate anything you can't do. Okay, I think that's funny. Wait, yeah, that is funny. That is funny. We set it as funny. Okay, so we can see that that has worked. So this is something that you set and you can go. Obviously, I can move to another tab. Let's just go to another tab and see what happens. So we can see it to update itself here. Go to actions or dashboard. So it will update itself. We can see the comments that we've made. This is all on the same day though. So we can see the comments that it is making on our behalf. So let's go back and we can see that. So this happens without us being a part of it. So, okay, the previous comment isn't showing anymore, but if you've been on the call, you know that we just made a previous comment on the post with him and his son. So this is fine. I think this is a very, very useful tool. It's making the comments without us having to create it, so we can move on, do other things with our lives, and it all works in the background. So I think I'll let this run for as long as possible, because if anybody relates to my comment, anyone likes my comments, then we move forward to the place of people responding to it, people choosing to follow, people choosing to interact. And when you post something online, they see that, okay, they have interacted with this account before, and that is how you grow on Instagram, that's how you grow on YouTube and things like that. So this is the general idea of Autobuzz AI. The link to Autobuzz AI is in the description of this video. If you have any questions, still ask. I believe the comment section is still available after the live video. So this video will always be ready, will always be available for you to check out at any time. So we've made multiple comments without having to think about it. Come on, I've been talking on, and I haven't had to think about the type of comment that I want. This is Ronaldo's comment, and I can still edit it. I think this is a very useful tool. So just $27, you can click on the link in the description right now to test it out and have a wonderful day. Okay, we have 80. Looks like it has frozen a bit. Okay, oh, I think maybe because I started to type in it. But however that is, we are going to come to an end. So thank you everyone for joining me in this live. Autobuzz is very useful tool. You can create comments, you can take multiple actions, you can do so much with it, and you can make a lot of money. So I'm glad that you join us in this live, and we'll see you in the next one.